All right, so I do apologize. This is out of pure coincidence. What are the chances that we've actually casted 3 Wicked Wabbit games in a row? I promise
10
you,
seconds
it wasn't
remaining.
intentional, but we
5 seconds remaining.
perhaps it's just the casting times. As
Radiant
soon as
team
one game is
ban.
done, we want to be able to jump right into another game, and since
Dire
one
team
team's
ban.
done, why not? So that's how it goes, and we're going to continue watching the Wicked Wabbits, and they're going to face down against infamous Psychopaths this time around. Right off the bat, we continue to see for the 3rd time in a row, Wicked Wabbits have banned
10
out a Tinker,
seconds
and they have
remaining.
also banned out a Bat Rider, while the infamous Psychopaths have
Radiant
actually taken out
team
the
ban.
Silencer and the Lycan, which is really good, because that's exactly what we've been wanting to see. Or more specifically, we like seeing that Silencer ban, don't we?
Radiant
Wink,
team
wink,
pick.
wink, wink. So we're back into the game, and we have a Doom and a Brewmaster on Wicked Wabbit. So that's one thing I like about these guys. They're actually changing up their lineups consistently. Nonetheless, infamous Psychopaths picking up the Death Prophet this time, as well as the Tidehunter. And yeah, I love seeing Tidehunter. Tidehunter's so much fun. Ooh, we're even seeing an IO pickup.
Dire team pick.
So depending on how Wicked Wabbit chooses to do this, all right, are we going to see a Tiny? Are we going to see a
Radiant
Tiny? We
team
do
pick.
have a tanky Tidehunter, but I don't know who they're going to pick up to work with this now. Are we going to see greater global presence? Not entirely sure. Nonetheless, we do see a Skywrath Mage picked up on the Wicked Wabbit, so lots of magic damage coming in. We do see the Faceless Void banned out by Wicked Wabbit this time, so they do stop their own
10 seconds remaining.
setup.
Dire team pick.
Sorry, just typing into chat. You see me typing now, and you will probably get that in roughly 3 minutes from now. So I just wanted to make sure you all know what's coming up. That we are, in fact, streaming, I promise you. Anyway, we do have a Pugna
10
picked up by the
seconds remaining.
Psychopaths. That's going to steal a lot of health. Oh, boy, that's going to
5
be
seconds
poisonous.
remaining.
If they can get the nice little stuns down, that's
Reserve
going to
time.
hurt. That's going to hurt, especially with the Tidehunter ultimate. The Death Prophet's going to hurt. The Tidehunter's going to stop him. Pugna's going to hurt. And just waiting to see what Wicked Wabbits are willing to pick up. Are we in the... Okay, we're good. I just wanted to make sure I didn't screw up the overlay. All right, and stream is now up for you guys, so at least you guys see it now. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what Wicked Wabbit is going to be able to pick up that's going to help this setup here on Psychopaths. They've got a lot of damage coming in. Doom just stops everything. Doom is a counter to literally everything, jokingly, of course. But that he is. He's going to be a threat to be reckoned with. We're going to have the Brewmaster potentially mid, seeing it Dendy style. Skywrath Mage, easy lane, Doom hard lane, Lich easy lane.
Radiant team ban.
Interesting. Very interesting setup. I like Psychopath's lineup. Wicked Wabbits have, in the last
10
couple of games that we
seconds
happen to
remaining.
stream of them, they have set up combos. I don't see any lockdown
Dire
on Wicked
team
Wabbit.
ban.
They don't have any. They have got damage, but they don't have lockdown. And if you can't keep them in place, what's the point of... You can't hit something that keeps moving. So, waiting for that. Nonetheless, we do see a Razor and a Shaman band out.
Radiant
So,
team pick.
strangely, that's really the only push potential that we see being removed from the game as of right now. Okay, sorry, I was just double checking my stream, making sure that my voice was coming through okay. And we did, so we're good to go. Waiting for the final picks on Infamous Psychopath, who's going to pick up the Tiny. I am very...
Dire team pick.
Wabbit had more than enough opportunity to ban him out, to counter him, and they didn't do so. So that's going to be some very strong potential already off the bat. I'm highly, highly favoring infamous Psychopaths, unless we see some amazing, beautiful strategy, final pick coming out from WickedWabbit. We're waiting for it. Are we going to see it? Are we going to see some sort of beautiful strategy finalizer
10
here?
seconds remaining.
They banned out their own Faceless Void. He's the only one I can think of that would have
5
such
seconds
massive
remaining.
AoE, except for maybe a Disruptor. I'm not seeing
Reserve
a Disruptor
time.
banned. What kind of AoE stun disable
10 seconds remaining.
are they going to find?
5
I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in chat. All right. And I did completely forget to say earlier, I forgot to plug the E spot. So, Kappa. Just so you know, this is an E spot tournament. This is the Dota2 Rare Challenge. If you like what we're doing, please follow us. Check out the website. And if you really want to, buy a ticket. It's only 99 cents. It's really dirt cheap. You've already paid more than enough, or you've sold your stuff. And if you're like me, I have sold all of my badges for the Steam Summer Sale, and I've gained $1.50 out of that. So I already have more than enough to buy a ticket. If you're like me, I guarantee you've already gotten more than enough here too. Or you're choosing to buy stuff, in which case you obviously have money. So check it out. Buy a ticket if you're interested. What's that going to get you? It's going to let you watch all of the games in the client that are already being played. We have 4.
Prepare for battle.
We can only stream 4 of the 32 games running at any given time each day. Live, anyway. The other ones are all going to be played within the client, and the other ones are going to be late cast. So if you want to watch them live, or you want to see a team that we may not be able to cast, do that. Buy the ticket and help support esports, right? Digital sports. It's all about the amateur tournaments. Screw TI4. This is your international, baby. Luxembourg tournaments all the way. Nonetheless, we are seeing the infamous Psychopaths. Was that Psychopaths? I don't know. Either way, we actually do see WickedWabbits up on the Dire for the very first time, so that's going to be fun to see the rotation. On IPS, we have Death Prophet, who's going to be mid, of course. We have the Tidehunter,
30
who
seconds to battle.
maybe off lane. Excuse me, Admiral Kappa. Admiral Kappa is the Death Prophet. We have Fung is OP in the Tidehunter. On Tiny, we have Nibla. On the IO, we have Divine Chicken, and we have on the Pugna, Wait What? He's a stand-in. On Wicked Wabbits, we have Dom Dota. On the Doom, we have 3KZ. On the Centaur War Runner, we have Birding.
The battle begins.
On the Lich, we have 214, and on the Skywrath Mage, we have Predicant.
Illusion.
Even see a nice little illusion room picked up from the Doom in the bottom lane. And even a very nice aggressive ward coming out from the Dire. I don't recall if that's actually going to stop the creep camp, but WickedWabbit has absolutely been crucial, or fundamental. What's the word I'm looking for? They've desperately been looking for that early game stop on the enemy jungles. Likewise, we do see some great early vision on the Radiant side, or on the Dire side for the Radiant. And we even have a very strange tiny IO in the mid lane. I'm not sure what to make of this. It's going to take both of them a little while longer to hit level 6. Nonetheless, Brewmaster continuing to take a little bit of harassment. He's down a third of his health, but that's early game harassment for you. Against a melee, that's going to be very problematic. So, bottom lane, we actually continue to see some harassment on top of the Doom, who's taking half damage. Up in the top lane, we even have further aggression from Admiral Cap against the Skywrath Mage. So, try on 1 in the top lane. We have, it's 2-on-1 in the bottom lane and 2-on-1 in the middle lane. What is this, Dota? This is video games, I guess, to steal a Q. So, everybody just making up their own plays. Last game, we even saw against WickedWabbit a 3 support game. 3 supports on one team against 1 carry and 1 hit late game. So, very, very interesting setups from both teams. Ultimately, the Radiant doing a great job harassing And not a whole lot else going on right now. On the chicken, we actually have a finished... we have a stout shield, and is that a tranquil boots? No, it's just a nice little ring. Actually, we do have some pings coming into the middle lane. Tiny... okay, so we do have a rotation. We're waiting for a potential pick. Actually, there we go. We have initiation on top of the Brewmaster, but no, we actually get to see big kills by the Skywrath Mage in the top lane. Are we going to miss the... I don't want to miss the second kill. He is going to pop his invisibility ward. Invisibility rune. Stop talking, Skywrath. This is my show. Skywrath Mage actually getting the kill on top of the Death Prophet. I'm sorry. We had 2 sets of initiation at once. I didn't want to miss one for the other, and it ended up missing the first blood. Nonetheless, we do have the Doom actually taking quite a bit of damage in the top lane, but he does have himself a ring of regen and protection, so he's going to be getting himself a nice little tranquil boot soon himself. Brewmaster being able to walk away from Tiny's avalanche, and Radiant just absolutely losing all of their mana. What are they going to be able to do against this Brewmaster once he gets leveled up? I mean, sure, it's 2-on-1 now, but as soon as he pops that ultimate, it's 3-on-2. And just waiting for that reinitiation. Death Prophet continue to work on top of the Doom, and that's one dead Doom. He's trying to get through the creeps. No, he's going to get through. He got slowed down by that creep wave a little bit, but ultimately, are they going to continue initiating? No, they are not. They're going to keep backing out. IPS doing a good job there. Tide Hunter coming back in to kind of clean up the wave. Who died earlier? Was that Death Prophet? Death Prophet went down. Okay. Just waiting for some initiation on either team. Now that we've seen the first blood, it gave out a measly 400 gold. Not a big deal. And we even have a sentry ward dropped, but for what? We have no vision from either team. A wasted sentry ward. They had no reason to believe there was a ward here. So, Brewmaster picking up the regen. Oh boy, I'm starting to get tired. I need to get some more caffeine water, guys. Big pushes coming back in all over the place, to be completely honest. The tri lane doing exactly what they need to in the top lane, pushing everything in, trying to get that early tier 1 if they can, but they haven't done any damage to it. In the middle lane, we actually still continue. We have intended initiation on top of the Brewmaster, but it's not doing him any good. They have the stuns going out, and he's going to take a lick of damage, but Brewmaster's just laughing it off, especially with his regen rune. Nonetheless, we have initiation back in the bottom lane. No, we don't. Okay, I thought we actually had the Doom pushing in. I was wrong.
No.
Bottoms up!
So, anyway, while we wait, I just want to remind you guys, we are in the middle of an 8-hour live stream cast. Nice little, what's this called? Marathon. I hope you stick with me for this. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm only 3 hours in. We got another 5 hours to go. Please have some fun with me. After this game is over, the live matches for the day will be done, but we will be continuing with late casts for the matches running right now that we missed, because obviously I'm casting this one. So it will not be any more Wicked Wabbits, fortunately and unfortunately. Sorry guys, but you have more than enough time in the sun today. And we're going to give some other teams a little bit of viewership. So please stick with us. Please keep enjoying the games. Actually, we have initiation in the bottom lane on top of the Pugna, who's taking a lot of damage. He's going to get taken out very quickly. And is it going to be the Doom? Doom does get the kill. Death Prophet just simply not able to do anything to help her buddy. So, once again, going back to the plug, stick with us. We got 5 more hours after this. Well, 5 hours from now, I should say. And we'll have some fun. Right? Right? Brewmaster picking up a nice little haste rune. That's going to give him some great initiation. He pops the haste rune, and he's going to go for it. We do have some dire initiation on top of this Tide. He doesn't know it, but he's a dead man walking. And there he goes, Brewmaster getting a beautiful kill on him.
Radiant's top tower
He didn't even have to pop his ultimate, and how would he? I mean, he didn't have the mana for it after he used his Thunderclap. So, we have that. We're up 3-0 on the side of Wicked Wabbits. And IPS, with their great initiation and potential coming up, they have to have something coming up very soon. Tiny is, well, it is a little early, I guess, for him to start working on his Ag Scepter. He's not even level 6 yet. Nonetheless, they need that late game potential. They've already given up 3 kills. We're 3,000 gold and over 3,000 XP for Radiant, or for Dire. Excuse me. For Wicked Wabbits, and we're only 7 minutes in. That is such a lead. So I don't know what to tell you. I need to stop saying that. I keep saying that in streams, but I promise you that's new. Tiny taking a lot of damage from the level 8 Brewmaster, and neither one in mid are actually level 6 yet, so that's going to keep causing problems. But as soon as they do, we're going to see some amazing, beautiful little rotation. Jumps everywhere. We're going to have the Michael skills, ladies and gents. And what did I hear? Okay, was that the Skywrath Mage playing around? It probably was. He's playing around in the jungle. If you would have pulled now, you would have gotten an extra set of camps to work. And actually, the Io is going to get picked off by the Thunderclap. And we're waiting for it. He's going to try for it, and he's going to die in the... No, there goes the Primal Split, and they're actually going to reinitiate on top of the Tiny. They're not going to find it because of pathing problems. There goes the stun, and there goes one dead Tiny. There it goes. Just took a little bit longer than we expected. Always going to be better for the Wicked Wabbits to pick off the carry. And as a matter of fact, here comes the Pugna. Doom getting that one as well. So a twofer.
Middle tower is under attack.
And all the while, the Odom Dota. Addo Dotem. I don't even care anymore.
Under attack.
Oh, it's probably just a Twitter thing. I'm going to stop being stupid now. Bottom lane, we're going to see the Death Prophet drop down to the Centaur. No, actually the Lich is going to get the kill. So it does go, unfortunately, to the support. The Pugna dropping down his little Nether Ward and continuing to initiate on top of the Doom. He's going to scare him back. They're going to take a couple of tower hits. And we even have the Io Tiny getting there just too late as the Brewmaster pops his finishes off his double damage rune and uses up all of his bottle charges. And not a whole lot else going on. Do we have level 6s yet? We do not have level 6s. They need that so bad. They have the strength. They have the Tidehunter ultimate. They can just pull in. Oops, sorry. Doom actually taking out the Pugna back in the bottom lane, who is vastly out of position or something. That was just not a smart play by the Pugna. TP scrolls by the Brewmaster, pulling himself back into the middle lane. And now we have some initiation by the Tiny, but they're not going to follow up on it. He's got 40 seconds until Primal Split, so we're just waiting for that. But it's not going to be anything special. And I am out of water. Oh, my voice is going to dry out. Not good. Not good. Skywrath Mage is the best mid in the world. That's why I'm casting and you're not. We have Skywrath Mage absolutely blowing up the Tidehunter. And it doesn't matter. He's going to continue pursuing. Back in the bottom lane, we have further progression on top of Admiral Kappa. So we're still... One of these two are going to go down. We actually have some insane jukes by the Skywrath Mage who does, in fact, get out. Nonetheless, we're going to have further progression on top of the Death Prophet who is going to pick up. How do you like that? I switched positions just to see one person get out, and I didn't even miss the kill. Chris is pro. Purge, here I come. TI5, here I come. Hashtag YOLO. Mid lane pushing back in. Nicely done. We do have, finally, we have Io and Tiny
Dire's
level
middle
6s.
tower is under attack.
Finally.
Radiant's bottom tower
We actually
is
have...
under attack.
Okay, I thought I heard more. But no, they're going to continue working on the tower. Wicked Wabbit's desperately looking for that first tower of the game. They're up 8-0, 11 minutes in. And over 5,000, closer to 7,500 gold and 7,500 experience. It's a little late to actually care about last hits, but Brewmaster getting the last hit. They definitely competed over it. We're waiting. We actually have dust on these two guys, but it's not really going to do them a whole lot of good other than potentially get them caught out of position. Tidehunter. Actually, here we come. Here comes the Tidehunter, and everybody popping the ultimates. We have attempts, but completely biffed. Brewmaster popping and reinitiating his Primal Split, doing a bunch of damage. He's going to get himself an easy Io kill. No, we're actually seeing tons of damage coming down from the Skywrath Mage, who's going to get the Io instead. The Doom is going to pick off the Tidehunter. Lots of damage coming on him, but he's going to get that kill, and there he goes. No, but not before the Doom actually drops down to the Pugna. Come on, stream, come back up on my screen. So, 3 dropping on the side of the Radiant, 1 on the Dire. Definitely worth the Dire picking off the Tide, the IO, and the Tiny. That is by far where the majority of their damage is on the Radiant, and they had no opportunity. Vladimir coming up on the Doom. So, another snowball, unfortunately. IPS, they had a great lineup,
Radiant's top tower is
but they
under
could
attack.
not get an early foot in the door. This is not what they needed. They needed the early kills. They needed I mean, let's face it. Let's talk honest here. Tiny IO mid lane? Why? I don't get it. I legitimately don't understand. Actually, we have a very interesting blink coming in from the Doom. Narrowly missing a creep being pushed on top of him. Tiny's going to drop very shortly. He's going to only pop an avalanche, but it doesn't matter. Brewmaster getting the easy kill. And the rest of the Dire just saying, thanks for the tower, buddies. We're going to push in more. Thanks for the kill. Thanks for the
Radiant's
tower.
middle tower is under attack.
And unless the Radiant can figure out something, thanks for the win. Not to say the Radiant are out. They have late game potential. They have a Tiny, but they are so far behind. They are now getting close to 10,000 gold and XP difference. Radiant need to figure something out. They are working together, but they have given away so much of an advantage that they don't have the power needed to actually work on this. Further initiation on top of the Tide Hunter, and that's a dead Tide Hunter.
I think you're the only one here who drinks more than I do.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I have never heard that line before. That is beautiful. And we have a tier 1 on the top lane going down. Radiant losing all of their forward
Radiant's
sight.
top tower has fallen. Dire's
And we're
middle
going to continue
tower
pushing
is
in.
under attack.
Pugna mid lane. We have the Death Prophet in the jungles. We have the Tiny IO searching for nothing. Work on whatever creeps they can. This IO just doing nothing but sapping
Radiant's
off
top
the damage.
tower is under
They're going to
attack.
get caught out by that sentry ward,
Dire's
or by the
middle
observer
tower is
ward.
under attack.
So we're waiting for
Dire's
the...
structures are fortified.
We're actually... No, we don't have the initiation. I was expecting the Tiny IO to jump right on top of these guys and try something to defend this tier 2. But... Wow, oh, wow.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're calling it. That 14 and a half minutes. I don't blame them. What can they do?
Dire victory.
Yeah. Radiant trying some very interesting maneuvers. Didn't work out for them, and that's going to be the game. So, I can't say I blame them in the least. They tried. Look at their items. They have nothing. They have nothing. We have 3 Blink Daggers on the side of the Dire. We have an Agon, excuse me, Ags, not Ags. We have bottles. We've got, what's this stupid thing called? Mechanism. We have a Vladimir's. We got a mech. We got boots on everybody. We got... Dire absolutely overwhelmed. Radiant. Good game, well played. Very interesting attempts on plays, but it didn't work out. It didn't... You know, this is the place you want to try out nice little strats. I mean, they tried it out, obviously, in pubs and pugs. It may or may not have worked for them there, but they decided to run it here, and unfortunately just didn't work out in their favor. So, good try. Well played, WickedWabbits. 3-0 for the day, at least from what I've been casting. It's only 3 o'clock. I want more games. I want more. Chris wants more. You guys want more. Keep following me. I'm going to cut to a commercial break, but until then, this is the eSpot tournament. Thanks for watching. I'm still sticking around. I hope you do too. We've got another 5 hours to go. Until then, 5-minute break. And until then, we actually have some Darude Sandstorm.